make his remarks.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellencies, Honorable Governors and Deputy Governors present, Cabinet Secretaries, all other government representatives present, Dr. Stephen Jackson, United Nations Resident Coordinator and Development Partners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, and good morning. Your Excellency, it gives me and all my World Bank colleagues great and genuine pleasure to join you today at the launch of the second phase of the Kenyan Urban Support Program, which seeks to enhance the effective management of Kenya's crucial urban areas. The World Bank recognizes the importance of cities as the engines of economic growth. Globally, cities generate 80% of GDP and are therefore central to achieving the World Bank's pursuit of reducing poverty and boosting shared prosperity on a livable planet, as well as Kenya's own goals as captured in the Vision 2030 and other imperatives. Cities are also key, as we just heard from the Chair of the Council of Governors, to combating global crises such as climate change and pandemics. The concentration of people and assets in cities aggravates the risk of exposure to adverse natural events such as climate change and pandemics, which makes sustainable investment in cities critical. For this reason, the World Bank has been in the forefront of supporting governments to ensure effective urban development and to create green, inclusive, and resilient cities through financing projects that provide the relevant infrastructure and services to attract and sustain private investment, reduce disaster risk through urban drainage and flood management, to support cities to enhance their own source revenue, and to enhance urban planning. Our partnership with the Government of Kenya in advancing urban development and resilience has been sustained and consequential. Over the past decade, the World Bank has been proud to invest over $1.3 billion for investments in the urban sector through 3 urban sector projects whose focus is on infrastructure, services, and urban governance, including the Nairobi Metropolitan Services Project, Governor, the Kenya Informal Settlements Improvement Project, KISIP, in 2 phases, and now, in its second phase, the Kenya Urban Support Program. Together, we have successfully navigated the intricate challenges posed by rapid urbanization, striving to bridge the gap between growth and infrastructure development. Now, the challenges arising from rapid urbanization in Kenya are well documented, and Kenya has some of the fastest urbanization on the continent. While the nation has made remarkable progress, urban infrastructure and service delivery have often struggled to keep pace with that, leaving many communities without access to essential services. Fortunately, through the strategic investments facilitated under the first phase of CUSP and other urban programs, significant progress in addressing these challenges has been made. CUSP 1 helped to strengthen urban institutions across the country and provided crucial financing for infrastructure and services. So today, we stand at the brink of a new chapter in the country's urban development journey with the approval of the $300 million World Bank credit for the second phase of CUSP. CUSP 2 represents a continuation of our shared vision for sustainable urban development in Kenya. It heralds a transformative initiative aimed at strengthening the capacities of urban boards, enhancing infrastructure and services for millions of urban residents, and fostering private sector involvement in urban planning. The benefits of CUSP 2 should be manifold, encompassing both tangible improvements such as improved infrastructure and intangible gains like enhanced governance, citizen participation, and increased capacity for mainstreaming climate resilience. As urbanization continues to shape Kenya's future landscape, it's crucial to embrace it as an opportunity for poverty alleviation, economic expansion, and service provision. In order to stimulate inclusive growth and prosperity across the country, the counties will receive incentives to provide urban boards greater autonomy and financial support, while also emphasizing climate resilience and private sector involvement. And what's more, through a $50 million grant from the IDA window for host communities and refugees, CUSP 2 will support the implementation of the Refugee Act and the Sharika Plan. Specifically, It will help integrate host communities and refugee settlements and facilitate the transition of the refugee camps of Kakuma and Dadaab into new municipalities. These new vibrant urban centers, with a shared use of facilities and services, will help foster social cohesion and economic empowerment and drive shared economic growth and urban employment opportunities for host communities and refugees alike. In addition, the World Bank has committed more than $1 million in technical assistance to support the effective implementation of the program. Through the Japan World Bank program for mainstreaming disaster risk management in developing countries, we've supported the development of critical guidelines for mainstreaming climate resilience into urban plans and investments. Through the Quality Infrastructure Investment Partnership, we're providing support to enhance municipal service delivery data, improve asset management, and develop an effective framework for subnational governments to engage with the private sector. Also, through the City Planning Labs program, we're aiming to strengthen capacity for data-driven urban planning. Your Excellency, it is no exaggeration to say that effective urban planning and infrastructure investment will both literally and economically shape Kenya's destiny in this century. We in the World Bank are confident that strong investments today can help further strengthen the foundation in the future for sustainable growth, resilience, and equality of opportunity for generations to come. So in closing, let me reaffirm to you the World Bank's unwavering commitment to partnering with government in building a resilient, green, and inclusive urbanization pathway. Your Excellency, together we have the power to shape a brighter, more inclusive, and more prosperous future for all Kenyans. So indeed, the future is urban. Asanteni sana.